Hi guys, welcome to another video from the Malton Motor Company. Today we're going to try our very best to operate this new little device that we've bought. I think it's called a gimbal. I think basically it moves round and supposed to follow me in a fashion. And we've got a new microphone, and we're going to attempt today to strip out a Jaguar X358 headliner. Now this is a standard wheelbase car with a sunroof. I can't, because of the headliner dropping down and in and out of the different doors and things, I'm going to do as much filming as I possibly can. This isn't a step-by-step video of how to remove and fit one, but it's just to give you a bit of a flavour, a bit of an idea of what's involved in doing one of these headliners. They are the worst ones to do. We fit new headliners on XK8s, XKs, S-types, XJ8s, XJ6s, XJ40s, XJSs, but the X350s and 358s are just ridiculous. They're a big job. We've done loads of them, but I think everybody out there is attempting to do the easier ones themselves now. The XJ8s and the 308s, 300s and XJ40s, because we only get calls on the X350s and 358s. Can you do this headline? Nobody wants to do it. Well, yeah, we know why. You've got to be ever so careful. There's a massive wire loom on the top of them. There's airbags in the roof, at the edges, near the grab handles. You have to be careful with all that. Some of the wiring for the sensors in the headliner are really delicate, and you have to be really careful with those. And also, there's loads to strip out. But yeah, they're a big job. I can't overemphasize that. And if you don't know what you're doing, don't bother attempting it, because you'll just wreck stuff, and then it would be a complete disaster, because everything's very brittle. It's had all the heat from the sun on the roof pounding it over the years, so all the plastics get a bit fatigued and a bit brittle, and things break off, and we have to try and do it without destroying anything, because all the little clips and poppers and little sort of sun visor clips and stuff like that, they're all expensive and they're all hard to come by. So we try and salvage as much as possible. So anyway, without further ado, let's go and have a look in the car and see how bad it is, and then we can get stuck in. See you in a sec. Right guys, here we are. We're in this X358 Sovereign, and we're outside doing it today, and it is really sunny, which is nice. But of course, inside the car with all the glass, even with the doors open, it's absolutely boiling. So I imagine we're going to be sweating doing this. But as you can see in here, all this is hanging down. There's stains on the roof. I'm presuming that looks like it's been from somebody who's tried to originally squirt some spray glue up there into it to try and hold it up, which never works. Don't even waste your time. Don't waste your money buying the spray glue. It just doesn't work. There is only one way to sort these headliners out, and that is to do it properly. As you can see in here, if I just try and squeeze around, it's a bit cramped, but there's a lot to strip out. First of all, we start taking all the grab handles off. Now the rear grab handles have got they've got their interior lights in the back there, or some of the interior lights. They've got to come out. The front grab handles have got to come out. The rear high level brake lights got to come out. Where the seat belts are there, that paneling has got to come away, fully away, and like sort of brought round and put on the back, sort of pushed onto the back seat, so it's well out of the way. We've also got to take the door seals off, because the door seals push right up to the headliner itself. We've also got the, you probably can't see, but we've also got the windscreen pillars there. They've got to come out. This upper center console here, if you can see, this upper center console, that has got to come out, where your map lights are, your sunglasses holder. This car is even worse than normal because it's got a sunroof and they're just that bit more difficult to do. Some visors have got to come off. Some visor clips have got to come off. And then, like I say, once all that is stripped, you can lower it down about 5 inches, maybe something like that, to the tops of the headrests. And then I've literally got to go both sides and put my hand across the headliner board and start very, very, very gently pulling away the wiring loom, which is stuck onto the back of the headliner from the factory with, all I can describe it as concrete, really. It's just unbelievably strong stuff. And of course, pulling it away from the headliner board, and obviously you're trying not to damage the wiring and pull it apart, especially off all the sensors and the connectors and things, because you have got to put a lot of force on the wiring loom up there, the wiring harness, which is vast, to get it off the back of the board. And also there's some more soundproofing on top as well, and insulation and bits and pieces, so all that has got to be taken off. It's a big job. The wiring loom, you might think, well, why is it that big? Well, I'll give you an indication. It comes up from the front windscreen pillars. There's tweeters and sensors and occupancy sensors inside those pillars, so that's where the wiring loom starts. It goes up. You've got wiring for the sun visors because you've got vanity lights. You've got wiring for the interior mirror here, because it's auto dim mirror. On this car here, as you can see, there'll be extra wiring there for a microphone for the hands-free. You've got the wiring for the sunroof motor. You got the, excuse me, I'm a bit tired today. You've got wiring for the sunroof here and the map lights and the parking sensor button there. You've got wiring that comes from front to back for the airbags, which are behind here, which are behind there. You've also got the sensors, occupancy sensors there in the roof. There's one there and one across there. I don't know if you can see. There's one up there as well, just right above that headrest there. You've also got the wiring for the high level brake light. And like I say, courtesy lights in these two grab handles. But it's a fair lump of wiring. This headliner in this car is grey. You can get like an oatmeal in these. You can get grey, you can get champagne. So just because you've got, so say for instance, if you've got grey leather, you'll have a grey headliner, generally speaking. If you've got black leather, you'll usually have a grey headliner. If you've got ivory leather, you'll usually have oatmeal. But there is a chance that you could have champagne. So there's like I think there's two light colours in these, and you've got a grey. So that's about it, really. It sounds easy, doesn't it? But it isn't. It's not easy to strip all the stuff off without damaging it, because of course it was only supposed to go on once, wasn't it? And it's not easy trying to fit it all back in again, because these headliner boards, I mean, this is a short wheelbase, but still a massive headliner board, a lot bigger than the 300s, X300s and 308s and S-types. It's a lot bigger roof, expanse. They're a big car, these 350s and 358s. These are the last traditional shaped Jaguar, but they're aluminium. So yeah, we're gonna have to just get stuck in, aren't we? Less talking, more doing, I think. But what we'll do is we'll come back again and do a little bit more videoing when we've got some of this stripped out, or all of it stripped out, depending on what frame of mind I'm in by the time it's all on top of my head. And we've got bits everywhere, but we will try our best to sort of show you as much as we can. All right, we'll catch you soon. These are just a few tools that we've gathered together, which we'll use throughout this job. Right, let's start stripping this headliner out. Alright guys, so you can see it's like wrestling with a crocodile, isn't it? Okay, so that's that. Right, this is your wiring harness. Spaghetti junction. Still bits determined to hang on. Push it as far back as you can. Just got to get the headliner out, don't forget. These door seals down. And that is your brake light wire. Right guys. Right. Bit of juggling around now to try and get this headliner out. Nice. Nice. And that's what it looks like up there when you've got it out. This is worse, like I say, it's got a sunroof. So there you go. Wiring loom there. With all these different connectors on it. It's all got to go back. But that's the easy bit. And of course there's the headliner. Right. We'll catch up soon. Hopefully you can see what I'm doing and you can hear properly, and we are outside. It's a bit windy, but to be honest, you want to be doing these outside if you can see what you're doing better, and you know, and you've got the breeze blowing through the car, so you do get hot and bothered doing them, and you can get all the doors open properly. I mean, we do them in the workshop, but like I say, it's harder work. But yeah, that's what's entailed in stripping it out anyway. So you've watched me strip one out, haven't you, on an X358. It's the same as on an X350. So, you know, it's not easy, but we've done quite a lot of them, so we know what we're doing, but it's just, they're never easy, because you're trying not to break anything, you see, when you're stripping it out, and you know, and you do have to use force to get some bits and pieces out. So anyway, we'll catch you back when we've inspected the new headliner, set it up and everything, and we'll get it in the car and put it on the top of the headrests, and then we'll get you back on top of the dashboard at the front, viewing us struggling to put it back together again. Catch you soon. Alright guys, you can see there the new headliner, but as you can see, it's all finished off nice for the sunroof, all the openings. These are premium headliner boards, fiberglass material embodied onto them. Right, welcome back guys. I'm sorry I've had to carry on without you, but I had a customer come down, and he was here a while, and I'm sure you wouldn't have been that interested in where he's going to go for his holidays, where he's been, and everything else. So I thought I would just carry on a little bit while he was talking to me, and I managed to get most of the headlining in, but I've still got a few little jobs. I'm just putting the microphone up there now. Right, put this back on. This fits nice. The centre console went back absolutely just like you wouldn't believe, perfectly, which is just never been known to man before. It really hasn't. It's never been known that before. No matter how you get these seats, you can never reach anything. Oh God! Oh, everything's a struggle. Got all the headliner to clean up. We got mucky marks all over it, but just can't be helped. Really, just cannot be helped. Have a whip round with some cleaner. After these are always fun to do. Let's get the old visor. So we're going to be cleaning this car up tomorrow. We're going to be cleaning all the interior and the leather, the carpets, and it's fairly ditched inside, but Jaguars always come up absolutely mint, no matter what they end up turning up like. The materials are really high quality that they use, you know, the carpets and the leather and all the plastics and everything and that. So in actual fact, they always come really well. And I've never had one yet that hasn't come up mint. They just always scrub up really well. Of course, it's all still time consuming, isn't it? And it's all to be done. But yeah, at least you're usually guaranteed of a result, really. But yeah, big job, very time consuming, but we will get there. We will get there. That is the main thing, isn't it? So I've got the car phone. It's becoming a bit cool now, actually. Speaker on. Sun's gone in. Gotta get that up there. The wind again. Been a bit windy today. Out down here in north. Oh, yeah, ready for home. They do take it out of you, these. Like I say, the 308 and the, you know, I mean, I can do, I ever had to do, I mean, I've never had to do, but I can do 2 in a day. They're really, you know, easy to do, and you know, everything goes back perfect. But these. Sun visor, done. Don't recover the sun visors. These windscreen pillars did not need recovering. We were lucky. They weren't hanging down, so that was good. Right, and we've got all the door seals up. We're nearly ready for packing in and cleaning the headliner. Oh dear, what a job. Somebody's got to do it. As you can see, it's all in. I've got all the interior to clean, it's all dirty, but it's all there. Not easy. Any questions? Within reason, I'll try and answer. Put them in the comments. But there we go, folks. Thanks for persevering with me. Thanks for watching. And I hope it's been of some interest for you.